Cavalari.
This fight is about the raw, aggressive power of Cavalari with the more technical, precision striking of Vakhitov. And if you look at the records between the two, it shows Vakhitov only having 22 professional fights to Cavalari's 64, but it's Vakhitov that has a huge amateur experience. Who knows how many fights he has, but let me tell you, this is going to be a great trilogy and one of the best rivalries in kickboxing.
Let's get deeper here with our fight metric report. The knockdown ratio, Vakhitov has never been knocked down. Neither has Cavalari. Striking accuracy impressive by both men.
You can see what's very impressive is that strike differential where Vakhitov does a good job at attacking and defending, not getting hit too often.
Here are championship rules in glory. This one scheduled for 5 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees are the legal strikes. 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 in the fight, and it will be a TKO.
Taking a look at the scoring system, each round will be scored using the 10-point must system. We're looking for knockdowns, damage, and spectacular techniques. If there's still no clear winner, we want aggressiveness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the Glory Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. A rubber match set in motion with split victories in Paris and Dubai. This bout sanctioned by the Illinois State Athletic Commission. And at the opening bell, your referee is Chris Wagner. From Chicago to Shanghai, Glory kickboxing fans are watching around the world. It's time for Glory! Let's meet the challenger fighting out of the black corner. He won Brazil's World Grand Prix in 2013. His professional record, 60 wins with just 4 losses and 49 career knockouts. He stands 6 feet 2.5 inches, 1.89 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at an even 209 pounds, 94.8 kilos. He's here tonight out of Curitiba, Brazil, and is the former light heavyweight champion of the world. He is Saulo Cavalari. His opponent standing on my left and fighting out of the white corner, a 3-time Russian champion, 2-time European champion. His young professional career, 17 wins with just 5 losses, 7 of those wins by knockout. At 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.86 meters, he weighed in at an even 207 pounds, 93.9 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Kuzbass, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the reigning and defending Glory Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Artem Vakhitov.
Good fight, baby.
Once again, your referee is Chris Wagner.
Shirts off. Artem. Saul. Right here. Right here. All right, gentlemen, we went over the instructions in the dressing room. A nice, clean fight. I obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, with the neutral corner I tell you to go to, remain there until I call you out. Any questions over here? Any questions over here? Fight fair, fight hard. Touch them up. Back it up. Judge. Judge. Judge.
Cavalari has beaten Vakhitov. Vakhitov has beaten Cavalari. They meet for the 3rd and final time right now for the light heavyweight championship of the world. Vakhitov, the champion in the white gloves. Cavalari wearing black.
A lot of the first 2 fights were a lot about low kicks, where in the first fight at Glory 20 Dubai, Cavalari did a good job at damaging the legs of Vakhitov. But in the second fight at Glory 28 Paris, you had Vakhitov answering Cavalari's low kicks, blocking them and firing out his own.
Cavalari was pretty simple-minded when we asked him what this fight would come down to. He said, whoever has the bigger heart, and I've got the bigger heart.
Stop. Great. Step back. Side there.
Fight.
Vakhitov, a classically trained pianist. Let's see what his concerto will be tonight. Looking for his most complete performance yet.
The way Vakhitov stays in the pocket, he stays really, really defensive, and then he'll counter back, and they're both exchanging good low kicks and combinations.
And Vakhitov is checking some of those kicks as well. Some fighters will just stand there and eat them. What's your strategy on that?
Well, I like to give them, but I really haven't had too many guys really attack my legs, but I'm always ready to block. See, with the style of Vakhitov, he stays in the pocket and he stays really tight defensively, but Cavalari's doing a good job at posting him up and then firing those low kicks.
They know each other very well. Have spent 8 rounds in the squared circle together thus far. This one's scheduled for 5, as are all championship fights in glory. Vakhitov fighting out of Kuzbaz, Russia. About 200,000 people live there. He's content to stay there, Joe. Some fighters travel to Thailand or travel perhaps to the Netherlands. Vakhitov stays at home.
Yeah, his family's there, his friends are there. He's content. He's obviously had a very successful team in camp behind him, so no need to change.
He does enjoy coming to America, though. Said he'd perhaps like to come and stay here one day.
Good job at Cavalari, really mixing in those punch and body kicks and low kicks.
Cavalari from Brazil said he broke a lot of mirrors growing up, shadow boxing in front of him. Sometimes he'd let his hands go and break the glass. He'd love to break the jaw of Vakhitov tonight. If he can connect with one of those powerful right hands, he might do it.
Both guys doing a good job at defending the head punches. A lot of low kicks being landed, though.
Cavalari nodding his head. Look, running straight at Vakhitov. Let's look at the current light heavyweight standings right now. And, of course, Vakhitov at the very tip top. He's the champion, defending his title tonight for the 2nd time. And we know if he wins tonight, he will be facing another Brazilian, Ariel Machado, who's now number 2 right now.
Yeah, Ariel Machado's moving up, and it still just shows how talented this light heavyweight division is. And, these rankings can easily change anytime. And we've seen Zenedine Hammerlane move down a little bit, but everybody wants that belt that Vakhitov has around his waist.
Round 2 of a scheduled 5, the light heavyweight championship. Vakhitov, a big hockey fan last night, went and cheered on the Chicago Blackhawks in their win over the Phoenix Coyotes. He's a very laid-back individual, has a nice sense of humor. Not the killer that he is in the ring, that's for sure. Nice body work there from Machado.
You can see now Vakhitov doesn't really, he wasn't standing there. He was using a little bit more movement, where I think that's his greatest success is don't be a standing target. That's where Cavalari is doing a good job at using his boxing and low kicks. Keep moving on the outside, Vakhitov.
A couple of knees now for Cavalari, who's been closing the distance. Cavalari, the former light heavyweight champion, lost his belt to Vakhitov. He's had 1 fight since then. A victory for Brian Dallas tonight back in. Oh, and he got caught! And just like that, he goes down.
4,
A stunner.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. Are you okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Fight!
Let's see how much damage that shot did.
Vakhitov firing bombs now. He thinks he's got Machado in trouble. Might have been a glancing blow, though.
Looked a little bit more like a flash, but Cavalari's coming back with combinations of his own.
Oh, and again! What power from the Russian! A right hook, or rather a right cross.
5.
Remember,
6,
3 knockdowns
7,
in a round, and it's
come
over.
To me. Are you okay? Do you want to fight?
Yes, got to
fight.
A minute 20 to go, and Cavalari comes out running.
Let's see what Vakhitov's going to throw. He's probably going to wait to throw that right hand again. Smart move at being very patient.
Vakhitov, what a performance if he can polish this thing off in round 2. Machado's got to be careful. Keep those hands up. You look at Vakhitov, he doesn't look like he'd be that powerful, especially compared to Machado's body frame, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
You got to see how slick and how precise the striking of Vakhitov, and that's what makes it very dangerous. He throws with such good precision, and he just landed a laser left hook to the liver.
Oh, and a big left, and another one. Machado, if he goes down, it's over. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cavalari.
Excuse me. Cavalari, not Machado, but it's Artem Vakhitov who retains his light heavyweight championship.
That last finish of punches was crazy as you saw Vakhitov switch stances into a southpaw and throw some really big looping punches that ended this fight and caused that 3rd knockdown in the round.
The best performance of his career. We mentioned he's getting better and better, Joe. How much better can he get, though?
That was just super impressive, and what impresses me is how precise his striking is. So let's take a look at some of these knockdowns, and this is the first one. It was that right hand. He set it up with high kick. Let's take another angle. It was a right high kick, and then just slipped over the counter punch of Cavalari and landed that beautiful right hand. Here's the second one where he just came over. It's that right hand that's been doing the most damage in that fight, where it just shows the heart of Cavalari really trying to stay up. But this is when Vakhitov switched to southpaw and landed some good punches. Finally, where Chris Wagner had to step in and prevent Cavalari from taking any more damage.
We will make it official coming up next. Artem Vakhitov has done it again.
This flag isn't backwards. It's assaulting forward. Florida was a nation of independents who made the choice to make their lives and their families' lives better. Always moving forward, never retreating, never giving up. We carry on that tradition today. Fight on, break through, never quit. This flag isn't backwards. It's assaulting forward. We are run style, and this will defend.
Knockout moves by Tough Shed. The flying knee. Claw overhand right. The spinning back fist.
March 25th, the world's elite kickboxers descend on Brussels for Glory 39. Yohan Congolo is the first to step up to newly crowned welterweight champion Cedric Doumbé. Congolo wants to make it 3-0 and take the belt from the cocky French star. Plus, Brazilian whirlwind Guto Innocent takes on Moroccan giant Jamal Big Ben Sadiq. And the featherweights fly in a contender tournament. It's Glory 39 Brussels, Saturday, March 25th. Don't miss it. We're back here in the Sears Center, Glory 38 Chicago. Our main event is over, and what a performance by the Russian, Joe.
Yeah, it was that second round. 3 brutal knockdowns for Vakhitov. Constant pressure, constant precision, and that was the third knockdown where referee Chris Wagner had to stop that fight. But it was ultimately that big right hand from Vakhitov that did the most damage in all three of the knockdowns. This is when Vakhitov, which really impressed me, switched to southpaw and threw big power punches and just threw all those punches and bunches before the referee had to step in, and still defended his title successfully for the second time.
Here's Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end when our referee Chris Wagner steps in to wave it off with an official time of 2 minutes and 43 seconds of that second round. This one ends by technical knockout for your winner and still Glory Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, Artem Vakhitov. Here with the belt, our Chief Executive Officer, John Franklin, joined by Mr. Eric Haycraft and Paul Carger.